no one ever thinks it's going to happen to you, and to be one of those parents is kind of, it's like all your worst fears happening right now. Everything just kind of came to a stop in our life. Like, okay, this is not something where they're gonna, give her a shot or a couple pills and we're gonna go home, everything's fine. Very tired for a long period of time. She'd go days where she wanted to not do anything. She's not her normal charismatic self, and started complaining a lot about her legs hurt. She didn't want to walk. The day before we came to Children's to get checked out, we went to a birthday party at a roller skating place, and she didn't even want to participate and do anything. She wanted us to carry her around, and we're like, this is totally not Bryn. We got to take her to the doctor. She went with mom to the pediatrician in the morning. They did some blood work, and there were a lot of levels were way off of normal, and they said we had to come in. And we came in, went to the emergency room, they did some more tests, and I remember when going to be an oncologist, Dr. Higman came in, and Erica, kind of put the two together, like, she has leukemia. Bryn got admitted that day, and they started, it's called the induction phase. So she started going through chemotherapy, and she was here for 3 weeks. Her mutation, it's more resistant to a lot of normal chemotherapy treatments. So it's not very common. And Dr. Higman had reached out to kind of internationally to find out more about it from doctors in France and China who have had treatments with this. They came up with their plan based on expert opinions and success from other people around the world. They modify her T cells. So to extract the T cells from her blood, they'd install tubes in her neck, hooked to an apheresis machine that sends your blood out, spins it around at some high speed to separate components. Then they send it to a lab, they modify the cells, then they infuse them back into her body, and they have the ability to attack the cancer cells after they modify them. When we finished that phase, she was in remission. So it knocked all her cancer out. Going behind the desk, riding her bike up and down the halls, and giving people tattoos. That kind of became her thing, was putting tattoos on the doctors and nurses, and started painting nails for people, some of the Bills players.
Then Mark and Josh Young.
Who's the other one?
Tommy Doyle.
And I remember the day they came in, I think she was taken aback just how big those guys are, and we had no idea it was going to kind of blossom into the relationship that she has with them now, which is great.
He took pictures and painted his nails.
They, get down to Bryn's level, talk to her, not make it feel like it was something invasive. A lot of times before she'd have things done, they're able to show Bryn what's going to happen. They use a stuffed animal, and they're able to show them like the actual device that they're going to use or put in. They help the kids get up. They ride bikes. They go for walks. They make puzzles and paint and crafts and all kinds of stuff. And it helps them not think about where they are. And eventually it came to the point where Bryn liked to be here. She didn't want to go home sometimes, which was kind of funny. And she looked, coming back here, it wasn't a bad thing to come to Oishei.
I got Build-A-Bear and some normal stuffies and one big giant bear. I like it here. Get kids back to being kids.